Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video I want to launch a new trade copying service based on channel trading. Now if you've been following me regarding the lifestyle method of trading, the lifestyle method of trading uses two methods, the RSI technique and also the channel trading technique. Now I haven't exposed the channel trading technique yet, and this is the first exposure, and one of the reasons why it's so easy, the channel trading technique, and it is ideal for lifestyle trading because I trade it on a daily and 4-hour basis, and I only have to look at the charts every day or so. I'm going to be going on holiday soon, and it's the ideal type of technique to trade on holiday. You sleep well, you just review the charts when you need to, and it works pretty well. So before we go into the actual charts, let me just give you a little bit more detail about channel trading and where you can get information about channel trading. It really is the easiest and most simple technique that you could come across. Okay, so the first source of information is the Udemy course, and I have a video Udemy course which you can go and have a look at and get lots of information and examples of channel trading. The links for all of these websites will be in the description of the video on YouTube. So after watching the video, please look for the links in the description of the video. Although I'll show you the links, they will not be clickable, and please use the clickable links in the description. Now the next source of channel trading information is on YouTube itself. There's a playlist of 15 videos that you can have a look at with lots of examples and lots of description of how this method works. Then there's also a free course on my Money Making Forex Tools website. And what's good about going to this website is that it also has a download link for the free indicator that you will see on the charts. So I've got an indicator that draws the initial channels. Sometimes it's not as accurate as I'd like it, and I'll manually withdraw them, but I would say that 80% of the time those channels are pretty usable. Now I am trading these transactions on a live account, and I've linked that live account to the FX Blue system, and the reason why is that that's an easy way that you can access the trades that I'm making and that I have currently made. So as you can see, there's my live account listed. One of the trades has activated, it's gone positive since I identified the trade. And how you can find these trades is by clicking on orders. And as you can see, there's the current open order that's running at the moment. So you can see the current open orders as they happen. And then by clicking on the orders tab again, you'll see a drop down menu, and you then choose pending orders. And then you'll get a list of the pending orders that I have in place on my account with stops, targets, entry levels. And that is essentially what you can copy. I'm going to run the service for a couple of weeks, and should traders like the service, I'll consider putting it onto a PAM system. Now, if you do a PAM system, all you do is you link your account to my account, and you don't have to do all this copying. But let's do a feasibility study first, and then we'll do the PAM service. So let's have a look at the charts that have generated these orders that I've just mentioned. Again, just remember, I will put the links to the websites and to the FX Blue service in the description of the video. What I'm going to do now is quickly run through the trades that I have identified and just explain them to you so that you understand how I've identified them. Okay, so on your screen you can see the 12 currencies that I'm using on the 4-hour charts to trade. I will expand it to the daily charts at a later stage. So the first chart is the pound USD. Now looking at it, you can see the channel that's been identified, the bouncing point 1, 2 and 3, and it should now bounce down to the bottom. So that's why I put a sell order if it breaks this trend line. If it breaks the trend line, I want to get in and trade this trade down to the bottom of the channel. Here's the target just close to the previous low, and there is the stop just outside the channel. If you look at the sizes of the stop and target, you'll see the stops are always smaller than targets, giving a nice positive risk return ratio. So that's the first trade. You'll see it as a pending order on the FX Blue system. So let's move on to the next chart. Now the franc is channeling up nicely, quite a nice channel that's developed here. I've redrawn the channel. Here's an example of me redrawing it using the red channel because I'm not too happy about the channel that was identified by the indicator. And as you can see, what I'm interested in doing is if this price comes down to the bottom channel line, the bottom red channel line that I've identified, I want to buy that going with a trend upwards. And if I do buy it, my stop will be, as you can see on the screen, and my target will be round about the previous high. Right, let's move on to the next chart. Again, we've got an upward sloping channel. It's not too steep, so I'm taking the against the trend trade. I'm saying that if it breaks that trend line, I want to be in there with a sell, and I'll trade it to the bottom of the channel if that happens. The stop is just outside of the channel. If it does come to the bottom, I'd also trade the leg up. I haven't put that pending order in yet. Again, I didn't like the channel that was drawn by the indicator. It might be correct in the end. I've looked at the bigger channel and I'm saying I want to sell if the euro goes up there. I want to sell when it hits that channel line, and my stop is above the channel line, and my target is short of the bottom of the channel. I always try and build in a bit of safety by not putting it exactly on. Although when you start trading channels, you can actually get these entries and exits pretty spot on. Right, next trade, again a nicely upward sloping channel. I want to join that channel when it comes to the bottom of the channel. I want to do a buy upwards, again up to more or less the previous high, and the stop is below the previous low. So again, a very nice risk return ratio. It hasn't quite gone the way that I wanted it to go, so it might still find its way down there. Now here's the deal that's currently active. This is a very steep channel. I don't normally trade very steep ones, but I do like trading them with the trend. So what I've done is I've redrawn the channel line again. I've put a trend line there, and I said if it violates that trend line, I want to sell, and it did. It has violated the trend line. I'm going to trade it down to the bottom of this channel here, and again the stop is outside of the channel. All of these transactions I'm risking 3% of my account, so you'll see the lot sizing is slightly different for every single transaction. That's because I've calculated the 3% very accurately. Now this is the Euro Oz, and as you can see, I've identified a number of channels, and it started getting a little bit confusing because the green one seemed okay, and the two other red ones that I've done. So I've basically decided not to trade this. It's a little bit too complicated, and I'm also, if I don't really see a good setup, then I'd rather not trade it. So this particular one I've given a miss to. This is the Aussie US, and quite a nice channel going down. I don't want to trade against the trend channel. You can see sometimes they do go sideways, but I am willing to wait until it reaches the top of the next channel. Then I want to enter a sell in the direction of the trend, and there's the stop and there's the target. Now if you have any comments regarding any of these trades, please just make them in the YouTube video comment section. Discussion facilities of this channel trading service will also be available in the Expert Forex forum. Again, the link will be supplied in the description. This is the Aussie yen, and again a very nicely trading channel going upwards. I have planned on trading the bounce should it bounce at the bottom. It has had other ideas and shot upwards away from this, but if it does come down, I certainly want to buy this trade with a stop just outside the channel and the target at the previous highs. I might revise this trade at some stage. This is also very close to a failed swing. If you look at it, it should have gone down to the bottom here and bounced up. It didn't, so it's failed. The swing has failed, so that in fact is a breakout point which I will buy I could buy. The slope of this one is a little bit too much for me to buy that breakout, but certainly that is, there are very few entries in the channel trading methodology. Most of them are bounces off the channels, but when you have a failed swing, that certainly is could lead to a breakout buy. And then the last one, which is a euro pound, again, channel doesn't look that great. Also, the channel size is very small. It's less than 50 pips. So I have decided not to trade this one. So that's an overview of the trades that are currently in place and the charts that I'm using. Give you an idea of how the decision making takes place. It's very easy. You just trade the bounces on the channels that are identified. You only need 3 points to identify a channel, and you trade the bounces. If you have a failed swing, you trade the breakout of those failed swing. Now, I haven't set up any failed swing trades at the moment. So remember to follow the progress of the service on the FX Blue service. The link will be supplied in the description, and hopefully you've liked this video. If you do, please give it a like. If you haven't joined my channel already, please join my channel. If you have joined my channel, remember to click the bell so that you get notified of any new videos that I publish. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.